So I talked to one guy, and it's not in the best of shape the way his shop looks, but he looks like he could be capable. He's just really have to clean out that shop. But I mean, he's doing this part time. Um, he does not have that bar that goes over the engine for supporting the transmission. He says he relies on jacks to support the transmission. I question um, how effective the jacks are compared to having the bar. He says it's an $80 item. Okay, I don't know. I think that having that bar over the engine might be pretty important. Okay, to be able to support the transmission and all that when it's unbolted. So this guy is short on that. He says he's never used it, and the only reason he hasn't gotten it is because of the $80 cost. He also, and so I kind of hold that against him. He seems like he might have all the other tools, the breaker bar and the torque wrench. Does he have? He doesn't have the reverse bleeder. He's done for the clutch bleeds. He's I've probably done all the other methods, the pretty much the gravity bleed. But this car is too tricky for gravity bleeding for some reason. You need to do a reverse bleeding of putting the liquid back in through the bleeder valve and all that. Rob does not have this tool. He would need to get that tool. That's something that he knows that he would need to get. But he's got everything else, okay. And I wonder, it's like it's that he could be capable. There's a good chance, but how soon does this car really need to do a clutch replacement? Because he's confirmed with me. I thought that, people were telling me that it gets corrosive inside with the brake fluid flying all over the place from the clutch master the slave cylinder. But now Rob's saying that it's just really not corrosive to the bell housing. It may soften up the clutch plates. So that could be an issue. The leaking could cause problems with the clutch plates. They could soak up that liquid and then cause problems. But I mean, I would think that with centrifugal motion, that those clutch plates spinning inside would just spin the liquid right off. Anyway, maybe they soak up something, but I got steam coming off my hood. I did drive about 20 minutes or so the car warmed up pretty good. But this car's got problems. I mean, I also have to contend with what the codes are saying, which is that I have bad fuel pump. Okay, that's something I have been ignoring for a long time. Okay, the car seems to be getting gas, so I just let it go, because that's such an expensive job. I haven't even looked into that. It's like you got to pull off the gas tank and then cut into it and then get to that fuel pump. It's very tricky, and that's something I've been ignoring. And it's harder to ignore this clutch issue when I have to keep refilling the reservoir. But I don't have to refuel the reservoir more than a week at a time right now. It's really a questionable issue, and it's possible that it's leaking in somewhere else. It's not even a guarantee. With these hydraulic systems, you can't really tell exactly where the leak is. The leak is going to be most likely in spots like the connection points, not the actual line itself. The actual line, unless it got pinched in some way, it should always be fine. It should be more the connection points that go before anything. So,
This type of material, it's on your first disc.
okay. Yeah, it's clayish, or not, it's
Fiber.
fiber, oh, okay.
And then that material will soak up and wear it away.
This will soak up, it doesn't really look like it can soak up much of anything.
This one is actually a wet clutch, so it's not exactly the same type of material.
Yeah, maybe a motorcycle or something?
Yeah.
Okay, looks smaller.
Just
a lot smaller.
It's actually out of one of these